Hi, kiddos. I am wearing my crazy hat today. It is hat day on our ABC countdown. I hope you're having some fun with that. It's kept my head quite warm today. My son thinks it's hilarious, and my cat wants to chew it off my head. So it's been a fun day. All right, a few things really quickly. I wanted to update you on our challenge for Mrs. Heffa to dye her hair purple. We were at 700 books on Epic. You guys, I can't even, that is amazing to me because we started it like in January. That's so cool. You guys are like very voracious readers. Voracious means you really want to read. You just want to keep going. And I love that. So our goal is 800, and then I will dye my hair purple. Here's the thing. We're at 734. As of today, so Tuesday, 734. Exciting. Okay. And then we're also talking about author's purpose this week. And when I think of author's purpose, I think of the word pie. So usually there's three main reasons, I guess you could say, I don't know, for authors to write something. Pie. P, to persuade you of something. That's like an opinion paper. I, to inform you of something. That's like an informational paper. Or E, to entertain you. So that's something fun, almost kind of like a narrative story. So when we're thinking of Frindle, this really is something that's more made for E, to entertain you. This book was made to entertain you and have a little bit of fun and make you kind of think, what happens if I made up a fun word? So while you're reading your books this week, think of the author's purpose and why maybe they wrote that book that you're reading. Okay, or anything for that matter. An article, a newspaper, a magazine. Pretty sure for your video games, when they make those instructional manuals, that's to inform you. So there's always some kind of a reason. All right, chapter 13, Ripples. We're almost done. We're going to finish the book on Friday, by the way. Okay. But life did settle back to normal in Westfield. More leaves fell, Thanksgiving came, then the first snow, then Christmas and more snow. Fall and winter seemed to calm everything down and drive everyone into their own houses. Things were calmer at Lincoln Elementary School, too. Frindle mania was over, but that didn't mean the word was gone. Not at all. All the kids and even some of the teachers used the new word. At first it was on purpose, then it became a habit, and by the middle of February, Frindle was just a word, like door or tree or hat. People in Westfield barely noticed it anymore, but in the rest of the country, things were hopping. Frindle was on the move. In hundreds of little towns and big cities from coast to coast, kids were using the new word, and parents and teachers were trying to stop it. What had happened in Westfield happened over and over and over again. Bud Lawrence couldn't have been happier. There were Frindle shirts and sunglasses and erasers and notebooks and paper and dozens of other items. The new line of Frindles imported from Japan were a big hit, and now there was talk of selling them in Japan and Europe as well. The checks that went into Nick's trust fund got bigger and bigger. Bud opened his own factory in Westfield to make Frindle baseball caps, which created jobs for 22 people. Well, that's a nice bonus. And in March, the town council voted to put up a little sign on the post below the town's name along Route 302. It said, "Home of the original Frindle." And Mrs. Granger, she seemed to have given up, or perhaps she had been ordered to. No one knew. Her poster about the forbidden word had quietly disappeared from the bulletin board, and kids were not staying after school writing sentences anymore. It was business as usual. Except for one thing. Everyone in 5th grade got at least one word wrong on his or her spelling test each week. Every week, the first word at the top of Mrs. Granger's list was pen. Oh, she's sneaky. I like it. And each Friday during the spelling test, every kid spelled it Frindle. Frindle. Nick was sort of a celebrity for a while. Everyone had seen him on The Late Show and on Good Morning America and 2 or 3 other TV shows. John and Chris and all his friends kept asking about what it was like to ride in a limousine. After a week or two, though, it was old news, and everyone seemed to forget it and move on. The only person who couldn't quite forget about everything was Nick. And here's a picture of their town sign. It says, welcome to Westfield. Trying to see if I can get it to kind of focus a little bit better on this really light picture. There it is. And down there at the bottom, it says home of the original Frindle. And there's someone holding the Frindle. Okay. So that is it for today. And I will see you on Friday and we will finish the book. And we have some fun stuff in store then for the last 3 weeks of school. You're third graders, almost fourth graders. I'm so excited for you. You guys are amazing. I miss you so much. I'll see you on Friday.